Hey, what's going on out of YouTube? This is SEL0320. Actually back again for an early TV show review. Believe it or not, when I went to San Diego Comic Con, I was gonna wait for Joe. We've been putting it off and different stuff been put in the way, so I was like, all right, I was gonna do it because tonight is the premiere of the brand new show. But I was able to look at it early when I went to the New York Comic Con. So we looked at the whole entire first episode, and believe me when I tell you, y'all are not gonna be disappointed. Any of y'all that are true fans of the Hellraiser series, the actual comic book that John Constantine is actually in, this part of the DC universe, you'll know that this is the real deal. A lot of people resonate with the Keanu Reeves version. I actually like the Keanu Reeves version. I thought it was a different take. It was very serious, and I know Keanu actually wants to reprise his role in maybe a sequel of the movie, but now we've got a brand new series. So I'm gonna read the synopsis for it, and then I'm gonna go into it a little bit more. A man struggling with his faith is haunted by the sins of his past, but is suddenly thrust into the role of defending humanity from the gathering forces of darkness. So before I even go into this, just want to let y'all know I'm not feeling all that well. This morning I was actually really sick, but I was like, I want to make sure I get this out before the episode comes on tonight, so y'all know how much I really actually enjoyed this episode and how y'all definitely need to tune in tonight. I think it's Friday, 8 p.m. I can't remember the actual station, but it's something that's worth watching for sure. The look and the feel of this show is very high quality. I mean, Gotham, Arrow, they set the bar as far as how comic book characters can resonate in the realistic world, but at the same time stay true to the characters and mythos. And the person that's playing John Constantine is Matt Ryan. When I was at San Diego San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con, sorry. When I was at New York Comic Con, the whole entire cast showed up, and he was there, and he was really cool and stuff like that. But in the show, his character is a haunted character. He's a tormented man, and he's damned his soul because of things that happened in the past when he was actually Hellraiser that we all know that was trying to defend and cast out demons and stuff like that. And with him doing this, he actually accidentally condemned somebody that was actually not what he thought it was, and it plays a role into his character now, because when we see him, he's in an insane asylum, and believe it or not, he's trying to get electric shock therapy, which is insane, but he can take it, and he wants to forget the memories of the past, but things always find a way of coming back and get him. And then you see that the feel of this show is very ominous, very scary. I mean, Sleepy Hollow has its moments that can actually make you feel really real chills, but this show, like, you don't know what to truly expect because anything can truly happen. I mean, there was a scene that I saw somebody, it wasn't just that they got possessed, but they went on a killing spree, and then they did certain things, and it was just like, it's so eerie, and like part of me was like wanting to do like this. And so this show actually is gonna be pretty scary for all y'all that are like horror fiends, and all y'all that are anticipating like Halloween. This is perfect for that, because come next Friday, whatever the new episode is going to be, I know you're going to enjoy that as well. But this has one of the most eerie feels to it as a show, you know. I mean, I remember when Fridge came out, there was a couple episodes that kind of made me feel the same that way. Just this and the quality of it is really awesome. But the key to this is not just about what's happening. I mean, some of the stuff that's happening is really scary, really dark. A lot of it off of biblical principles, a lot of it off of just fan fiction based on the mythos from the DC characters. But John Constantine in the comic book is a jerk, but he's great in the sense that he knows his stuff. I mean, he's just a butthole, basically. But you can tell, like, when he comes up against a monster, he's like, yeah, I'm not backing down from this. You have no idea what you're really coming up against. But you wouldn't see it off the break from how he portrays his character. And so that shows how well he differentiates between the characters. A couple notable people that I saw in it. Charles Hartford plays the role of Cass. I'm not going to tell you what his role is. I know that Zed Martin was recasted by a girl. I'm not sure how they did that, because she was almost in every shot, so I'm not sure if they had to redo the whole entire episode or they had certain stand-ins as far as way she looked. But she did a really good job as well in this. Very naive, but at the same time really open to figure out what's going on with her body and her mind. And there are some serious Easter eggs. Like, when you look at this, you'll see, like, I know that DC character. I know that hero. Wait, what? I promise you, you're gonna see at least, I wanna say, 3 Easter eggs that play into DC superhero universe. So definitely take a look, take heart for that. Harold, what is his name? I can never pronounce it. Perinu. He plays the role of Manny. He's an angel that is kind of like, not necessarily torturing John, but he's letting him know, like, look, you don't really have too many choices here. And I mean, if any of y'all know the Matrix series, Reloaded and then Revolutions, he was the person that was the pilot and stuff like that. And he does a really good job in this as well. It's really kind of a scary kind of character, to be honest. There's not too many other like one names, I mean, but it's a lot of stuff that seriously goes down. And I mean, for me, I was looking at Joe, and Joe was like, man, what is this? I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be around this kind of environment. Like, the spiritual side of me is like really, at the same time, I don't play with like forces of darkness. At the same time, like, I'm not, I don't want to go into it, if that makes any sense. Like, when I saw Paranormal Activity, when I looked at it, I didn't have any problem with it, but I know that there are people that were susceptible to a lot of fear and a lot of different things they were open into, and it really bothered them and resonated in different ways. So at the same time, I don't want to take part of that, but I know for a fact that it showed the quality of it, the comedic part of it, the action part of it. There's a lot of people it's gonna have a big cult following. I just think it's gonna be really good. But yeah, I definitely want to let y'all know. I'll probably give this episode, I forgot the first episode's name, let me get it for y'all. So I think when they showed it to us, I think it's Asylum. I think that's the first episode name. But definitely go and tune into it. I think it's gonna be at 8 o'clock, like I said. And I don't know what the station is. Oh, NBC, it's on NBC, 8 o'clock. So definitely go and check that out. If it's not at 8 o'clock, it might actually be at 10 o'clock. So I'm not really sure. I'm not sure, I'm on Eastern time zone. But yeah, definitely check on NBC, check for the reviews and see when it's actually showing, because you're definitely gonna enjoy this. If any of y'all are fan of the actual comic, then you're definitely gonna love this. But yeah, I give it at least an 8 out of 10. No, more than that. I give it a 9 out of 10. I just didn't like the source material, but the quality of it and the comedic part of it and even the CG element. I mean, there's a lot of CG stuff that's happening, but there's a lot of practical effects. So any of y'all horror fans out there, y'all gonna actually really like what they do as far as the practical effects on top of the CG effects. Like, there's one shot where you get to see what John sees as far as what's happening on the spiritual side. And it's really scary, it's really ominous, and it's really crazy. So yeah, definitely you're gonna enjoy this, but I wanted to give y'all my review for it. Look for more stuff to come pretty soon. I still have not finished the New York Comic-Con stuff. Since I'm sick, that's gonna be a little bit of a setback, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely hopefully y'all enjoyed this review, and definitely tune in. If you got any comments, please leave your comments below. If anything y'all want to ask me about New York Comic Con, y'all want me to bring up when I actually go and do everything, then I can add that in possibly last minute. So yeah, but this is SCL0320 signing out. Definitely keep me in prayer that I feel a lot better. My stomach still dealing with stuff. So I'm kind of strictly on a chicken noodle, cracker, and water diet right now. But y'all have a best one, and stay tuned for more to come. Later, everybody. Deuces.